All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about a pretty wild idea today. If you actually want to win at a casino, you basically have to forget everything you think you know, your common sense.
So let me ask you something. When you picture winning big, what's the first word that pops into your head? For almost everyone, it's luck, right? You just got to get lucky, catch a hot streak, feel the good vibes.
And yeah, that's the common sense approach. It's what you hear people say all the time. But what if I told you that for professional gamblers, that very idea is the #1 reason people go home broke?
That's right. For the pros, common sense isn't just a little off, it's the main reason people fail. It's something you have to actively unlearn if you want to stand a chance.
And this, right here, is the key. The mindset you need to win consistently isn't just a small tweak on how you normally think. In almost every single way that matters, it is the exact opposite of our intuition. We have to stop thinking about luck and start thinking about a system.
So, okay, if it's not about luck, then what is it about? Well, professionals build their whole strategy on a foundation of 4 key pillars. This is the framework that takes the place of gut feelings and wishful thinking.
And here they are, the big 4. First, you need capital. That's your bankroll. Then you need knowledge. You got to know the rules, the odds, inside and out. Then you need a plan for money management. But the thing holding it all together, the most important piece, discipline. If even one of these is weak, the entire thing just falls apart.
And listen to how the source material describes discipline. It's not just a good idea, it's, and I'm quoting here, the decisive line that separates humans from mere rats. That's how critical it is. Your mental strength is literally everything.
Okay, so let's say you do it. You've become a master of all 4 pillars. You've got the money, the knowledge, the strategy, and iron will. You are officially a pro. You've made it to the starting line. So now you've got an edge over the casino, right?
Nope. Here's the kicker, the most shocking part of this whole thing. After all that work, all that mastery, the absolute best odds you can get are 50-50. All that effort doesn't give you an advantage. It just levels the playing field. It just erases your disadvantage.
So if your odds are pretty much capped at a coin flip, how on earth do you make smart choices? Well, you stop picking games based on what looks fun or exciting, and you start looking at the cold, hard numbers.
The #1 most important rule for choosing a game is this: find the one with the tiniest built-in house edge. You might hear it called the vigorish or the commission. It's not an emotional choice, it's pure math. And when you look at the data, it's not even a contest. Slot machines, the casinos take can be 7, 10, even 13%. Roulette, it's over 5%. But Baccarat, just over 1%. So if you're a professional playing the numbers, Baccarat isn't just a good choice, it's really the only logical.
Now, let's talk about betting systems. There's this one super famous strategy that feels so smart, so foolproof, that it's trapped tons of people. It's called the martingale system. The logic feels perfect, doesn't it? You make a bet. If you lose, no big deal, you just double it. Lose again? Double that. You have to win eventually, and the moment you do, bam! You get all your money back, plus a little profit. It seems mathematically unbreakable.
But this is where the theory just crashes and burns in the real world. On paper, it works every time. At an actual casino table, the system is a ticking time bomb. It doesn't just fail sometimes, it is guaranteed to collapse.
And it fails for 2 very simple, very real reasons. First, your bets get huge fast. We're talking exponentially. A short losing streak can vaporize your entire bankroll. And second, every table has a bet limit. After just a handful of losses, the casino literally won't let you double your bet anymore. The system breaks.
And this isn't just theory. The source tells this really tragic story about a woman named Debbie. She was doing great, turned $500 into $3,000, but then she hit a losing streak, just 7 losses in a row. Her next bet had to be $3,200, which was more money than she had. In a single instant, it was all gone. That's the martingale system in the real world.
So all of this brings us back to the final element. It turns out winning isn't about finding the perfect game or the perfect system. It's about mastering the single hardest skill of them all.
And that skill is discipline. You see? It's the foundation for everything else. Without it, your capital, your knowledge, your money management strategy, they're all completely useless. The whole structure just crumbles into dust.
Now, we all get why it's hard to be disciplined when you're losing, right? You get desperate. You want to chase your losses, win it all back. But the real test, the thing that separates the pros from everyone else, is this. Can you get up and walk away from the table when you're winning? When you feel on top of the world? That's the moment most people fail.
So how do you actually do it? You have to make the rules before a single dollar is on the table. Set a clear profit target, say 20% of whatever you brought with you. You hit that number, you're done. You get up and leave. Same for losing. Set a loss limit, maybe 50%. You hit that, you leave. No second guessing. The numbers themselves are just examples. The real secret is the iron will to stick to them no matter what.
So when you boil it all down, winning isn't this magical thing that just happens to you. It's not about lucky charms or feeling a hot streak. It is the direct result of intense self-control and a way of thinking that goes against almost every natural human instinct we have.
And that really just leaves one final question you have to ask yourself. When you sit down to play, what are you actually there for? Are you looking for entertainment, for the thrill of the risk, or are you looking for victory? Treating it like a cold, unemotional investment that requires absolute discipline. Because your answer to that question will decide everything that happens next.